We in here working. Get back on the mat. Get back on the mat.
What's up, fight fans? You already know what it is. Welcome to your ultimate destination for the wildest, craziest, and downright legendary moments in the world of combat sports. Today, we've got something massive brewing. Two of the most controversial, talked about, and savage fighters on the planet have just gone head-to-head. I'm talking about none other than Terrence "Bud" Crawford and Conor the Notorious McGregor. That's right, folks, boxing and MMA are colliding in a way we've never seen before. And this time, it's not just a sparring match or some friendly banter. This is real beef, a face-to-face interview that got so heated you could feel the temperature rising through the screen. So buckle up, because we're about to break down all the smoke between these two legends, how this crossover fight is about to shake up the game, and whether McGregor's big mouth can cash the checks he's been writing. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Alright, let's rewind real quick in case you missed the early drama. It all kicked off when Conor McGregor called out Terrence Crawford, challenging him to step into the octagon. McGregor, being his usual bold self, wanted to see if Crawford could handle the MMA world. Now, Crawford is no stranger to combat sports. He's slick, with a solid wrestling pedigree. So we're talking back and forth like a two-fight deal here. Crawford was talking to me, saying, "You and me, a two-fight deal, MMA for boxing and vice versa." He mentioned, "I know you have an extensive background and the ball's the size of a Bengal tiger. They're asking for a fight with hundreds of millions on the line. What's up?" And McGregor responds, "I don't want to take a kick, or I don't fancy taking a kick." McGregor added, "I don't know what's happened." There are loads of things on the table, very exciting announcements coming from McGregor Sports and Entertainment and Riyadh Yates. Very, very huge. At first, Crawford wasn't too interested, and honestly, who could blame him? Leaving the boxing ring where he's been dominating to fight under MMA rules didn't seem like a smart move. Why risk facing kicks and takedowns when you've already perfected the art of boxing? So, initially, Crawford turned down the challenge, staying focused on what he does best, wiping the floor with guys in the ring. Yes, Bud may be good at wrestling, but when it comes to kicking, Crawford is out of the conversation. This guy hates it. Crawford is one of the only elite boxers who can wrestle, but does that mean he's ready for MMA? When asked, "Have you ever been approached to dip your toes in the MMA water?" Crawford was clear, "I don't get paid enough, but if I did, nope. Ain't nobody about to be kicking me. We can wrestle, we can fight, but them kicks? Yeah, no." He elaborated, "Did you see when Muhammad Ali did that exhibition with the kickboxer? No, I didn't. Yeah, boy, tore him up, tore Ali up. We can fight and wrestle all day, but I ain't about them kicks and elbows. I'm dangerous, and they're sneaky too, because when you're not used to getting kicked, you can think someone's about to punch you, and boom, you block it. But you don't block kicks like you block punches, right? So you might be trying to parry something, and then there you go." But then McGregor came through with some cash offers that were hard to ignore. We're talking $100 million for two fights. That's more money than Crawford has seen in his entire career. And let's be real, $100 million can make anyone reconsider things pretty fast. So fast forward a bit, Crawford gets back in the gym and hits up social media saying, "Yo, I'm getting back on the mat," and the rumor mill goes wild. Now here we are, face to face. McGregor and Crawford were in the same room with cameras rolling, and boy, did things get spicy. But before we dive into all the tea that was spilled, let's break down why these two are a perfect storm for drama. Picture this. Two titans of combat sports sitting down with microphones, and neither is holding back. You know how face-to-face interviews go, but this one was next level. The interviewer kicked it off with some basic questions, but right away you could feel the tension. Crawford's there, calm and collected as always, but with that energy like, "Don't try me." Meanwhile, McGregor, bro, he comes in with that typical loudmouth swagger. I mean, the guy wore sunglasses indoors. McGregor is a huge character, and you could already tell it was about to go down. McGregor kicked things off with his signature trash talk, saying, "Crawford, you can box, no doubt about it, but you've never stepped into my world. You think you're ready for elbows and kicks? Ha, I'll have you knocked out before you even see it coming." Now, if you know Crawford, he isn't the type to let someone come in and disrespect him. But instead of going off, Crawford stays chill. He's like, "You've been out of the game for years, man. Ain't nobody scared of a guy who couldn't even win his last MMA fight. If anything, I'm doing you a favor by taking this fight." That had to sting for sure, and it's true. McGregor hasn't won an MM fight since 2020. Dude's been on the sidelines more than in the cage. Then McGregor, never one to shy away from flexing, shifted the conversation to what really matters to him: money. For McGregor, this fight isn't just about skill or proving who's the better fighter, it's about the massive paydays and the spectacle they could create together. The combination of Crawford's dominance in the boxing world and McGregor's global star power would no doubt sell out arenas and shatter pay-per-view records. In McGregor's eyes, this fight is a business opportunity, a chance to walk away with more money than either of them could imagine. Typical McGregor, always bringing it back to the bag, but Crawford hit back hard. Crawford straight up said, "The difference between me and you is I don't fight for clout or paychecks. I fight to prove I'm the best. That's why I'm still undefeated, and you're out here looking washed." Not one to take that loss, McGregor fires back. "Boxing might be your lane, but this is my fight. Don't forget I went 10 rounds with Mayweather. I'm not scared of anyone. If I can hang with Floyd, what makes you think I can't handle you?" It's crazy how McGregor still uses that Mayweather fight as a badge of honor even though he lost, but he's got a point. He went 10 rounds with one of the best to ever do it, and this is where things get really interesting. And hey, Mayweather had his moments during the Floyd fight too. So who really has the advantage here? On one hand, you've got Crawford undefeated in boxing, one of the pound-for-pound best. But this fight could be different. We're not talking about a regular boxing match. McGregor is pushing for some hybrid rules, maybe something like when he fought Mayweather. If that happens, does Crawford even have a shot? On the flip side, McGregor's been out of the game for a minute. Dude hasn't won a fight in years, and let's not forget he's not exactly known for his cardio. Crawford's endurance is top tier, and if this fight drags into the later rounds, McGregor could be in trouble. The stakes couldn't be higher for both of these guys. Crawford's got his undefeated record on the line, while McGregor's fighting to stay relevant. Both men have huge fan bases, and a loss for either one could be devastating. Props to Bud for even considering taking this fight. Canelo Alvarez straight up declined when Crawford called him out for a fight. What did you think of Conor calling you out? Conor McGregor, would you take Crawford? Whether you love or hate these two, you can't deny that a Crawford versus McGregor fight would be absolute fire. It's got all the elements: personal beef, insane paychecks, and two of the most notorious names in combat sports going head-to-head. This interview just set the stage for what could be one of the most talked about fights of all time. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we'll catch you in the next video. What's up, fight fans? You already know what it is. Welcome to your ultimate destination for the wildest, craziest, and downright legendary moments in the world of combat sports. Today, we've got something massive brewing. Two of the most controversial, talked about, and savage fighters on the planet have just gone head-to-head. I'm talking about none other than Terrence "Bud" Crawford and Conor the Notorious McGregor. That's right, folks, boxing and MMA are colliding in a way we've never seen before. And this time, it's not just a sparring match or some friendly banter. This is real beef, a face-to-face interview that got so heated you could feel the temperature rising through the screen. So buckle up because we're about to break down all the smoke between these two legends, how this crossover fight is about to shake up the game, and whether McGregor's big mouth can cash the checks he's been writing. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Alright, let's rewind real quick in case you missed the early drama. It all kicked off when Conor McGregor called out Terrence Crawford, challenging him to step into the octagon. McGregor, being his usual bold self, wanted to see if Crawford could handle the MMA world. Now, Crawford is no stranger to combat sports. He's slick, with a solid wrestling pedigree. So we're talking